Ariwo, òrìṣà wa láwa ṣe 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 ariwo. Ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o.
Ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o. Ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o.
Àlọ́ wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o. Ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o.
Ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ. Ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ọmọ kékeré tí a bí sọ́jẹ́ o, ó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ ọ̀gbẹ́rì ọmọ.
Eégún àárọ̀ ọ̀run kìkì, eégún lára ò lè wo tiwa o.
ẹ lè máa wé eégún gbogbo ẹ ò lè wo tiwa.
torí bẹ́ẹ̀gùn bá ṣubú o.
ìyá mọ̀dẹ̀ ní ó gbé.
àní bẹ́ẹ̀gùn bá ṣubú o.
ìyá mọ̀dẹ̀ ní ó gbé. ẹ lè máa wé eégún gbogbo ẹ ò lè wo tiwa.
ẹ̀yà bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi o. ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi o. ẹ̀yà bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi.
ẹ bá mi yìn o.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi o. ẹ̀yà bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. àní gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi. ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan ẹ bá mi.
ẹ̀yà bá mi
gbogbo
yìnyá.
ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí
ẹ bá mi yìnyá gan.
gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀ tó wà lókè yìí
ẹ bá
ọmọ ọlọ́ba. ọjà yẹ ká tó bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ra.
Wọ́n dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́ ẹ̀sìn ìṣẹ̀ṣe o. Wọ́n dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa.
Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀ dákun jọ̀wọ́ já nígbà rere. Ìgbà kan lọ ìgbà kan bọ̀. Ìgbà kan lèmi àṣàbí ọ̀jẹ̀ ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Àní k'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè kó já nígbà rere nílé ayé wa. Ìgbà kan bọ̀ táwọn lẹ́yìn ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀gá àṣẹ ọmọ sálẹ̀ wá. K'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè kó já nígbà rere. Ifá ní ìtarúkú láwo tarúkú o. Ìtarùkù láwo tarùkù. Ìtarùkù tátátá. Adé á fún ìgbà. Ìgbà sáwọ́ òde ọ̀yọ́ ọjọ́ sí. Ìgbárúlá ìgbárù kan o. Ìgbárù sùn tàkìtàkì. Ifá jẹ́ gbogbo owó nígbà tó dára nílé ayé o. Ifá dákun mọ̀ jí àtẹni ẹ̀yẹ láwùjọ. Ifá olókun kí ni wọ́n ṣe là tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Kí ni wọ́n ṣe là ó tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ifá ni wọ́n ṣe là ó tí wọ́n fi kọ́lé mọ́lé o.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ìṣẹ̀ṣe sá ni wọ́n ṣe là tí wọ́n fi lọ́lá mọ́lá o.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni wọ́n ṣe là tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ifá ni wọ́n ṣe là ó tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni wọ́n ṣe là tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Àní kí ni wọ́n ṣe là ó tí wọ́n fi lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Ifá ni wọ́n ṣe là tí wọ́n fi lọ́lá mọ́lá o.
Ẹ̀sìn àdìmúlà.
Dasesu ye monja. Dasesu ye monja. Dasesu ye monja.
Yeah, so right here at AFA Radio, I'm your host, Baba Arella Fakayode, aka Banjela. And we're bringing to you here live an interview in a bit with Baba Okan, who is going to be talking to us today about the Orisha tradition of old here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. That's such a wonderful topic. So I'm your host again, Baba Arella Fakayode, aka Banjela, right here at AFA Radio, where we bring Africa to your homes. Yemonja, that's a Sue. That's a Sue Yemonja. The voice of Ella Andel right here at AFA Radio. So at this time, we're about to go into our interview with Baba Okan. Hi, good afternoon, Kale, to each and everyone who's locked in right now at AFA Radio, live streaming on the Facebook, live streaming on the YouTube. Here we're going on. It's so amazing that we will have an elder in our midst today who is actually going to be talking to us and be interviewing him though, and the Orisha tradition of all here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm your amazing host, Baba Aurela Fakayode, aka Banjala. And in our set this afternoon is no other than Baba Okan. Baba Okan, good evening to you.
Let me be pleasant evening to
Just relax.
our esteemed Baba Aurela, who we all know fondly as Baba Deloni.
It's a pleasure having you here in our midst, Baba Okan. You know, so before we start, we always open with a little bit of prayer, and I will ask Baba Okan to embrace us with this lovely prayer, as we open this set this afternoon with this amazing interview. Baba Okan.
Let me give thanks to Olodumare for his grace in allowing us to be the start of such a powerful, wonderful program with so much potential. Surely technology is wonderful.
Yes.
So I say, Iba Olodumare Obate Rerekaye.
Ashe.
Iba ati yo jo. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba ati ro orun.
Ashe.
Ati wo orun. Ashe. Iba riwa. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba gusu. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba ile ogere afoko yeri. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Abatala Orishanla. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Orunmila Elerikpi. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Imale Ojokotun. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Imale Ojokosin. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Okaleni Riwo Imale. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Koda.
Ashe.
Iba Sheda. Iba Wanya Afiju Eye. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Igungun Ile. Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Baba. Iba to, we say to all the Babas. Ashe.
Ashe.
To Baba Aurele.
Ashe. Ashe.
To our Baba Oba Olushon.
Ashe.
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 Who's in the studio with us.
Ashe.
Oba Olushon. To and even I pay homage even to our brothers who are here to give us the support. Ashe.
Ashe.
And as always, to all the mothers, Ashe.
Ashe.
Iba Ya Yanla, Ashe.
Ashe.
The mothers, even the great mothers. Even to our who we always pay Ashe.
Ashe.
To our Jobona, Ashe.
Ashe.
And then we say to Awon Alasheku, Iba Awon Alasheku, Ashe.
Ashe.
There's a special mention there of all those who have passed before us who did this successfully.
Ashe.
Ashe. Named as occurs in one of the Ogun songs, by the way.
Ashe. Adupwe Baba. Adupwe Lopo.
Ashe.
So this is the moment we have been waiting on, guys, because I've put together a very lovely interview for Baba Okan. But before we begin, Baba Okan is going to introduce to us, tell us a little bit about himself, who he is, how we can get in contact with him even after the set. So Baba Okan, this is the moment where we're waiting on, where you introduce yourself, your age, because a lot of people outside there will be wondering, this man, I wonder how old he is, boy. I wonder if he,
So, a long time.
Yeah. So, Baba Okan.
I've been around a long time, and I remember stories from a long ago. Even I was born and bred up on the hill, up where it's now called Chinatown, the home of original home of Baba Mitchell. The Madhavu. These are people from on the hill whose work still continue. The days of Tanti Silla as a child on the hill. These are Madhavu before she moved to the spread where she is right now. I'm sorry because she's now deceased. But where the spread is now, I remember when it was low down the hill.
That is in Belmont itself, Baba.
Belmont, of course.
All right.
When I can tell you stories of when Tanti Silla died before Baba Mitchell's father, Baba Jeff, had bought the place, and they had to go to dismiss the stools. And I remember, and this is famous on the hill. Guy took up the pickaxe to dig out a open stool. I mean, they were dismissing it. You know, there's a way to dismiss the stools. And he took up the pickaxe. And when he hit the stool hit him back. And was pelt him about feet. How much feet away? They couldn't dismiss that stool easy. And these were the stools that these people like Panisa, because Panisa had put on that stool. So he wasn't dismissing that stool just so.
Okay.
And these were people also who spoke Yoruba. Panisa was one of the people who spoke Yoruba. My spiritual mother was Yarose, was Isaac's mother, Isaac John Lindsay's mom.
Known as Baba Shepi or Shepi.
Right. She was my spiritual mother.
That is down in south, yeah, deep
yes,
south.
And these were people who spoke Yoruba. These people could converse. And we have a lot of stories. The prayers, the Yoruba prayers. There was one famous one to Oya, Emi Oni Aopele, Emi Oni Baba Usabele, Iwoni Mofensia, Olobambi Eye, Egbe Bora, and this was an Oya prayer. It was actually an Oya prayer. There's a part in which it says Fufulele, Tidagi, Boloki. The modern Yoruba says Loki Loki.
So these are some prayers that our elders of old said, like
Of course.
Panisa and Shepi and all of these people.
But there are people who are alive today who know these prayers.
Yeah.
People who descended from Yarose, a lot of them who came from her know the prayers. You have, and people who came out from Nisa also. Other people came out from Nisa like Pa McFarlane. They know these prayers.
So Pa McFarlane is still alive today.
No,
he's
sorry,
passed
he's
on.
still passed on. His sons are now carrying on their feast.
So Baba Okan.
And this I want to especially mention. There are McFarlane in Vancouver, Vaux in Belmont. There are people who held on to the old traditions and they have not really deviated. They have held on to the traditions as how they knew it, as how they got it. So that these are shrines where people knew about Orun Miller. These people knew about Orun Miller, and many of them have seen, of course, now a lot of Babas today are going to tell you that's impossible. They're going to tell you that Orun Miller doesn't manifest, but I saw Orun Miller manifest. So okay, maybe I was deceived. If you think I was, but I'm sure I wasn't. I'm sure I saw the manifestation of Orun Miller.
The wisdom of that energy, yes.
Of course. And I'm not talking about with the Ikin. I'm not talking about the Ikin. I'm not talking about the Okwele. And even when we speak, the fact that our ancestors came from Africa occurs so much even in our language today. How many of us know that the Susu is Yoruba? It came from Nigeria among the Yorubas. The Yorubas had a way of saving money. A circular way of saving money. The Susu, so it's not only Orisha, it's not only Saraka, but even a financial system came out of the Yoruba experience.
Baba, out of curiosity, because I'm on the WhatsApp as well, and people sending me questions as well to even ask you. And one person said, so how old is he? So
Very
Baba
old.
said, so they would like to know how old are you?
I'm very, very old because I have been fortunate to know and hear people speak Yoruba before this modern time. There was a guy called Montilo Williams. When you heard him sing songs to Ogun, and you hear the song today, you wonder what intonation went on in the last 30 years. Montilo Williams, I remember with a shak in Maeda's. Maeda was Panisa's wife. She had a Thanksgiving. And Montilo Williams is with a shak in the Thanksgiving. And he's singing, Ogunala, Mojibire Ogunala Mondai. That sure as hell those songs like Ogunala Hurile. So people like me, when I listen, I am listening to the young people who are chanting because everybody all of a sudden know. So you can't tell a young person, hello, you're singing this wrong. Matter of fact, I can't tell, well, worse you're telling an elder, hello, this song might be an insult to a particular, you should be singing it.
So there are certain songs that are actually particular insults
Of course.
to some of the deities.
Of
you
course,
know?
there's one they sing to a sign, and there's a part. I was in a particular feast. I wouldn't say where because last time I said where I got into trouble. and I heard people saying, "Abatala pure osa." I said, "Oh my God, do they know what they're saying?" So, not having the self-control to contain myself, I opened my trouble and made the statement, well, Abatala did not put a sign. I hope you know what you're saying. And people took me to, they felt insulted. They felt that I should not have said anything. Or some say it's because I was talking down. I'm an elder. I have the authority to speak to people. If I choose not to speak, which I do most of the time, to avoid confusion, I may not speak. But sometimes, you know, you think, hey, hello, come on, check yourself. There is sufficient information out there now that people can actually sing songs correctly.
Okay.
There's sufficient, not to just my work. Look, you have big books by Maureen Warner, Lewis and Paul and John Mason. When you see this song, Oyigi Otalomio.
Oyigi Otalomio. Wow, come on.
And then you hear it even in Nigeria. They still sing that song. They may not sing it for a sign, but they still sing it. Or you might hear Arabani Baba, Araban from Otuamechi.
Yes.
Right? We sing a part of it as a song.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, we have to step up to the plate. We have to step up because we have young people coming up who are asking questions.
So, Baba, has the faith changed over the years as many would believe?
Let me say this. That's a interesting question because I'm going to say something and I'm going to get licks for it by people on the net because they're not going to believe. But interestingly, just as in Cuba, when the African slaves came and wanted to adapt, they embraced Roman Catholicism. They didn't embrace the Baptist faith. The Baptist faith only came in the last 20 more than 20, 40 years or so. When I remember Paniza was a London Baptist.
Yeah.
But when he embraced Orisha, he embraced Orisha. And he was working with, he had planted Tantisila stool. Tantisila.
For those who don't know what a stool is, it's really a shrine,
A shrine.
for worship of the Orishas, right?
Well, the word stool comes from, is an English adaptation of the Yoruba word for stool, which is mean a place where a king or queen sits.
Sure. Okay.
The king sits on a stool.
Okay, we're understanding here. Very
so
well.
That's why the word stool came to be used. Just as how we have the word Peregrine or Pirogun came from adapting the area where the plant for Ogun is planted, the green
Perogun.
Perogun plant. Of course, that knowledge seemed to be going away. But as the IFA thing coming back in, there are a lot of people coming back to realize how important that plant is. But the old people of the faith, we know that you plant that tree on Ogun stool, and that becomes part of the stool, the Peregrine plant. We call it the green bumbush. Now, here it is, he had planted and Panisa used to come up on the hill to keep Tantisila feast. Those days I was a child. But I remember clearly that he had stopped coming, and I wondered why. And years later, I found out why he had stopped coming, just before she fell sick and died, etc. Well, he died in 69. And he stopped coming to carry on Tantisila feast because she had married a Baptist guy, and she brought in the Baptist service in it, and he stopped coming. He not know that.
So that's Panisa you're talking about.
Yeah.
So Panisa, he embraced the Yoruba culture so richly that he was offended, a bit offended,
He was, yeah.
because she brought in, because
She Baptist.
oh, okay, all right.
I mean, I wouldn't have the
Interesting.
same thought, because I know that because of the Baptist faith, a lot of the Orisha, the Yoruba cultures have stayed alive, the ancestral cultures, etc. True, because of the Baptist faith. But today, most modern Baptists are moving away. They don't want to be associated with the ancestral and Orisha worships. But of course, we know a lot of brainwashing and colonialism, and so they're rejecting it. And people like Johnny Mark and these guys who wrote the book, The Way of Orisha, a white man, these guys embracing it. So when you go to Brazil, you're gonna, or if you go to Nigeria for Etifa, you're gonna see most of the people nowadays lined up is white. You see him for Etifa in Oderemo. You're seeing these guys lined up and some of the tattoo on the skin and all kind of thing, and most of them are white, because they have seen the importance of this religion and this faith, and they're holding on to it and they're embracing it. And Orisha is not racial. I need to let people know that there's nothing racial about Orisha. If a white man comes and he worships Ogun correctly, he is going to get the same blessing as the African who worships Ogun. And if you, the African, doesn't worship him properly, then you'll get the same consequences as an unbeliever who didn't worship him properly.
Baba, another question. What are some of the characteristics which Orisha devotees lack in modern day Trinidad and Tobago? Can you tell those our viewers who don't know what Iwapele is, what you are speaking about when you say this?
Iwapele is noble character. According to Irete, Idi, I think it is, he says, Iwapele lokunaye, Iwapeti loweni. A different for Oromela. Tion love Iwapele bal okun lowo okaneni ribo imale. He embraced it. It is said that Iwapele is what enables one to hold on to the rope of life. So said the oracle to Oromila, when with noble character, he went to take the rope of life. He went to take the rope of life from the 401 Orisha. And it's important for us to grasp this concept because throughout the Ifa corpus, there are odus dealing with with telling lies and deceit. And for example, there's a very beautiful one in Ofun Otura that says Eke paodi odale pa yan oninu repabi oye peregede. And this Odu says the liar cast the obi. The liar cast the obi and it refuses to answer. The covenant breaker, which we have a lot of in the Orisha faith, cast the obi and it will give a bad sign. But the Onino Repabi, the good-natured, or the good person, or good-hearted person, cast the obi, oye perigede. The blessing is there for all. And this brings us to another point. People no longer read obi. Everyone now throwing two-piece. They throw half a hand. So now a person is going to do not even a dafa. He's going to the stool. He's just making a ball or whatever. And now you just throw a two-piece, one up, one down, and it's yes, and you good with that. That's it. And many times Mr. Obi wants to speak
and say more things.
He wants to talk to you and tell you sometimes where you at. And people are now ignoring these things.
So in the days of old Baba, these elders of old used 4B
of
and
course,
more.
4 pieces.
Okay.
And the reason I can tell you for that is because when the slaves came to Trinidad, we were fortunate to get the Obi Banja tree here.
Oh.
So in order to do the set, you needed a pair, which will break into 4 pieces. As against Nigeria, where they use Obi Abata, and Obi Abata splits into 4 pieces.
Or more, yeah.
Or more. But essentially most 4 pieces. So when you get Obi Abata and you cast the Obi, you get your answer. We never knew Obi being cast using 2 pieces. We always knew it using
4 pieces, yes.
because
2 female, 2 male.
and I just explained that's because of the people coming to Trinidad not having access to Obi Abata. To make the set, you had to use a pair.
So like the old people say, when you do get mommy, you suck on granny. All right.
And granny worked very well. People don't know important Obi is, you know.
So Baba is telling us that the most important thing that is lacked in the characteristic with Orisha devotees lack in modern day Trinidad and Tobago is Iwapele, noble character. That is something that most of the devotees here lack, the discipline, the way of the behaving, etc., etc. Tell me about your experience in feast long ago, Baba. You know?
Oh my God.
Feast long ago. Shango feast. You know, long there is a Shango feast of Trinidad and
There are
Tobago.
people who stopped going feast after certain elders died because they said, do a feast again. And they don't know that. There are people I know who stopped. And this is because when the things you saw before, I remember, and there were people who know me well know I always tell the story about Isaac Sheppy Lindsay in Pond Street. And this was a Saturday morning, and Isaac is on the drum. Penko.
I remember Penko.
Yeah. And I can't remember who was in the other the drum, either Pagan or somebody else. And here it is, and tempo is going up, man. And they're singing Ojo. Well,
Shango.
you see,
Shango morning.
you see, we have merged songs, you know, like when I say Ye Manja Pewe Koko. They think it's the same thing. It's not Ojo Pewe Koko.
Right.
It's Ye Manja Pewe Koko, but
Yes.
Ojo Kongwe Koko.
Yeah.
So there's a difference, but we know people emerge with the loss of the Yoruba. And a lot of things are happening right now that people have settled into. Like for example, there are some people who believe that you can sing Ajam Bekambele to call Erile. And you know, among some people, that is a song in the north. To some people in the north, there's a song for Shango. In the south, there's a song for Erile. And the reason why that separation took place is because the song is a challenge song for both of them. The song is actually a challenge song. Ajam Bekambele Koima. Koima means he didn't know. Koima, if I tell you in Yoruba, Koima, you know, I mean, he didn't know. So what is it he didn't know?
What it is he didn't know?
You understand? So that there's a lot of things that need to happen now among the young Mongbas. Because they need to know the use of some of these songs and they need to understand
When to sing it.
Yes.
All right.
And there are people who can teach them. This brother Baba Bud knows songs. I will call his name big because when by Baba Mitch, a princess was here 2 years ago or so, and Baba Mitch at the end of the ceremony,
yes.
he said, could someone sing something appropriate for the princess? And Baba Bud raised Odemi Loye, and I was outside the gate and I clapped. I said, for once I heard somebody sing something correct. No, because a lot of people, particularly in the Southland, believe that Odemi Loye is a song for Odin. And I'll pause there.
So Baba.
To get into trouble.
So Baba, you know, because of the viewers out there, I know they're excited, you know, they tease up you know, with Orisha practice of long ago, you know, keeping off a feast, you know, what was the first thing that used to happen before, you know, feast start? You know,
Preparation.
preparation. What type of preparation, you know?
And that you caused me to say this, especially to the young people. Your offering, whether it's a table, an ebo, or whatever,
We have people from Brazil locked in there, say too.
is your offering is the preparation. The preparation is your offering. No matter what you're doing, no matter how beautiful your table looks or doesn't look or whatever, it is your preparation that is going to define your success. And therefore, when we had feasts long ago, and even now to some extent, there are people who still know that, you must have prayer. You pray, a lot of prayer. Now, in the times that I came from, you prayed the Our Father, the Hail Mary, the I Believe, whatever, and the novenas to the various saints. Oh, St. Michael, defend us in this day of battle, etc. And you're going down the road. I remember Ia Rose, when she kneeled down in that chapel, 6 o'clock in the evening, she ain't getting back up until 9 o'clock in the night. That time people now start to arrive for the feast. And she's on her knees with her chapelet, by the way, her rosary. And she is, and for every time she recites a prayer for one of the saints, it's 10 Hail Marys and Our Father.
So it had a lot of elders who held on to Catholicism as a form of prayer, and it has some of them who prayed in Yoruba. So what was the difference in the preparation? Tell me a little bit of the preparation.
The truth is, I have heard people say that there were elders who prayed only in Yoruba. Now, Paneza spoke Yoruba, but he didn't pray only in Yoruba.
Okay.
He prayed, used the same prayers.
Right.
It's through him that the people who descended from his stream got to know the St. Michael prayer, the St. Anthony prayer. You understand what I'm saying? It is through that experience that you had these prayers, and it's only the 70s when we had founded the Orisha Youth Cultural Organization. This was founded by Baba Mikey, deceased Gok, Sami, Takuma, all these Babas. Bud was a little fella with us, but as you see, he grew up to be quite a mighty man of God. And we started this little organization called the Orisha Youth Cultural Organization, and we decided to move towards the Yoruba, so that even though the elders who spoke Yoruba would recite, hear me again, the elders who spoke Yoruba would recite Baba wa ti ombeli onru, that is Our Father prayer in Yoruba. That was, to a large extent, that was the opening prayer. And when they did that, then they would go to the Ogun prayer and even the one I started, the Oya prayer. But they guarded these prayers. You had to be a diligent member to learn these prayers, because remember, you learn through repetition. And what happened, as people heard it, repeated it, they learned some of it. Because that same prayer I just quoted from the Oya prayer, that is a very, very long prayer. I don't think there's anyone in Trinidad right now who knows the whole thing. I know different people who know part. This one I can tell you, if I go down in Berridge Street side, or in Belmont side, or in Vancouver side, you're going to hear part of it.
Different parts
of that prayer. But you won't hear the whole prayer, because the whole prayer is pretty long, and you need a lot of you need to have a deeper knowledge of Yoruba for you to understand certain things in the prayer, because that prayer these invokes Oya. It also invokes Shango. It also invokes Orisha Oko. It also invokes, no, I think that is it. Oya, Shango, Orisha Oko.
Okay.
Those are the people in that prayer.
So Baba, tell us a little bit about flag planting, you know, because long old time Orisha, because that's a reality topic, Orisha practice of old and now, you know, in Trinidad and Tobago, the flag planting in a long time, you know, that was part of the preparation as well, because as you mentioned the word preparation, I believe all that was part of the preparation where they planted the flag. Some of them kept Indian prayers, some of them kept puja, some of them kept Thanksgiving, some of them
Indian prayers only came in after. As time go by, as we interacted with our Indian brothers and sisters, and as their energies began to come to us, then we began to, because I don't believe Nisa ever planted an Indian flag. I might be wrong, but I can't remember that.
Can't remember.
But I can tell you, I never heard Maida, his wife, talk about that. But yet, I know Mother Rose did it. When she used to plant do a puja once a year on a Sunday, a particular day in the year, a Sunday before her feast, and she would do what is called the Sujrain Puja. She would call a pundit, and everybody would be dressed in white, and he would do the Sujrain Puja, or what you call the Surya. That's what the god of the sun, the Hindu god of the sun, and that due to now the introduction, you find that her descendants now would give the Hindu prayers.
Okay.
Right? But it came in. It came in into the lineage from Yaros.
All right. So they are the flag planting to Orisha now. What was the procedures? You know, I mean, from shrine to shrine, they might have different procedures.
The original.
Tell us the long time.
Go. The old Orisha, the very old Orisha people like Madaimon and them, they didn't essentially plant flags, you know.
Yeah. So they only had stool.
They only had stool.
Interesting.
When they started to plant flags, I think it was either Madaimon or Panis or one of them, they started to plant flags and they only planted 2 flags. Ogun and Shakpana.
So not a set of flag like what we see now.
No.
10 and 20 flag.
2 flags. 2 flags. And that went down to Mother Rose. And the people who followed that system adapted it also. Mother Diana, when Mother Diana's first stool was first planted, it was 2 flags. Ogun, which is a red and white, and Shakpana, which was a red.
Okay.
That was it, just 2. And before that time, they didn't plant flags. A matter of fact, Ogun's stool was the Perogun bush and the piece of iron.
So all these set of flags came in probably with people who were coming on the spiritual practice.
Well, it is said by some. I am not an authority on that. I can only theorize. It seems that the flag concept of using flags came in with the Hindu influence, the Indian influence.
All right.
Because the Indians came with their flags. We didn't come with any. We came with stools. Right?
Icons for the Odishas,
and
like
these
symbols.
and these tools was working for us. A matter of fact, you couldn't put flag long time because police looking for it.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
looking for any symbol or anything. Remember,
Anything looking.
The Baptist Ordinance in 1917. You put up a flag, you better put it up deep in the bush. Put it deep in the bush because, brother, them police coming through. Or you say, come on, Risha, Kema wo, Boy babuke, Olok babotu, Sheshema otobalufa oshe. Then you'll see the Woka Shango manifest. And that song, as I said, was a cry. That's a cry of the slaves keeping their religion. The slaves holding on to their religion, because Kamao means look to the Orisha. The song was saying look to the Orisha. Well, today they sing differently because of the lack of Yoruba, but Kamao, look to the Orisha, Kamao Orisha. Then he said Kama woro woro. Woro woro is the old way of saying bell. The woro woro is what we sound the alarm when
the police come in. And you know, talking about that, you know, I've heard my grandmother mention being persecuted and the police running in and kicking down the stool, kicking down the bell. There was this story she gave me as a child growing up. I don't know how true it is. You might be able to tell me if it's true. Where police took the bell from a particular Baptist elder while they were performing a baptismal rites, and they took all these things, and the bell used to ring in the police office, in the police station. At the time where that spiritual person used to be ringing their bell, that bell was ringing in the police station. So my grandmother told me, I said, "Mom, you telling me? What you telling me?" She said, "Yes, the bell used to ring. The police had to return the bell." You know, tell us about the powers of these elders of old that they possess.
Because of persecution, you had to keep your feast in the night. Remember feast?
That's where feast start off now in night. All right.
Because remember in Nigeria when you do a celebration it's in the day. But in Trinidad it's in the night. And you had no, and the reason why it became night for two reasons. One, because you had also do your labor in Massa plantation first before you go and see what your business. And two, when the ordinances were passed that made it illegal to beat drums after 10. Matter of fact, to beat drum full stop. Is afterwards they amended it to after 10 in the night. They made it illegal to beat any form of drums. And this is what caused the Cambole riots and the I remember the name, that was the Indian
Jose.
The Jose riots. This is what caused it, beating at the drum. And these people, when we are going to have a feast, as I said, remember preparation was everything. You did your preparation privately, quietly with your members. And that was important because when feast ready to start, you have to put a man by the door. One of your members standing by the door, they call him the watchman. No, they did it in Baptist church. Right? And the watchman was the man who had a calabash in front of the door. And when he looked down in the calabash, he could see danger coming.
So he was so clairvoyant with that ability to foresee
why
the police coming in, right?
Baptist faith survive. If it wasn't cited the elders, it would have crashed.
What are some of the
just as an adult,
excited here, you know.
the original Baptist, not the Baptist from Trinidad. The Baptist, of course, the word Baptist as a religion came originally from England, not the US. They ran to the US and established itself. But in England, it had died out because of persecution. They killed them out. All Baptists, the Anabaptists of England, died. Who survived fled to the US. They didn't have sight. So they died. And the religion died in England, but grew in the US. And that is why the Americans, when they came from the US to settle in the companies, that is another story. That's another beautiful story. But again, they had to put this calabash. And a lot of people don't know that in front of the drummers, in front of the drummers, you could have 3 candles. Okay? Actually, you could have just 1 candle, but the tradition is 3 candles and a calabash. And in that calabash, you put water and a little oil. There's a reason for that calabash. Today, that calabash appears to be useless. It's not. Some people don't even want to put it anymore. But that was the calabash. When you do so and you're looking, you see danger.
So that calabash in front of the drummers, that was significant in the fact that they could foresee the danger that is actually coming during their celebration.
Well, let's just say that in those days, you didn't have crystal ball. Crystal ball was something you couldn't afford. You understand?
The calabash, the water.
And you see that drop of water in it? That was the crystal ball. The drop of oil? That drum
Yes,
boy?
yes, yes.
That was the crystal ball.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Ole yen, you know. I hope ole yen, those on the set right now. All this. Listen to me, we are talking about Orisha practices of old and now. You know, so the elders of old, what Baba is telling us here, the elders of old had their crystal ball. But they improvised using the calabash. So the calabash is this wrong thing, you know, and the water inside of it and the oil that made it what is supposed to become a crystal. And they foresee the danger from far and nigh. And that's why our ancestors were able to conquer colonization here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago during our traditional form of worship, Orisha practices. But I'm gonna hit Baba another topic, you know. I'm gonna hit Baba another topic. You know, the topic is, you know, this sacrifice that most of the time that they do every leap year called Elofa. What is your views on that, Baba? This interesting topic, because a lot of people, you know, wondering, you know, I'll be doing Elofa, Balofa, whatever, you know, Elofa. And you're going to sing a little song for we, you know, a Elofa song. And you will let us know, because, you know, we heard so many stories about this deity they call Elofa. You know, Baba?
The Elofa feast is an interesting one because up to this point, I realize that a lot of the young people don't have it correct, unfortunately. And this is going to cause a lot of deaths. First, you do not take up the Elofa feast. Just so. It has to be given to you. That's the first thing. Secondly, when Elofa is given to you, you do not, normally it's given after at least 7 years of feast, 7 or more years. It doesn't have to be 7, it could be 8, 9, 10, 16. It's given to you. When it is given to you after a few years of you giving feast, it's normally given to you before the leap year. That leap year, you don't go with a bull. The tradition is you get a bull head. I'm saying this because when I die, somebody else must see it. You get your bull head, and I remember you go to the abattoir where they just slay a bull, and that's acceptable. And you get the head, and you would have prepared a place for it. Okay? Some people put it on the altar in the chapel. You could do that. Or if you have a place that you would plant it. Well, normally you would not have prepared the place to kill the bull yet because you remember this is just your first. So you put it on your altar. And of course, you have your members come around and you make a little procession with the bull head. Okay? It's not as big as when you do the actual elephant feast. But this is your first, because this now becomes symbolic of you preparing. Now, you used to give this feast once every leap year. Once it's given to you and you've done the ritual with the head, then the next leap year, you're going to have the next leap year, you're going to have the full elephant feast with the procession and the tie, you know, the
Tying
colored
of the ribbons
and all
and
that.
the oil and the palm leaf.
No, a lot of, when people search back to Nigeria, they found that they couldn't find an elephant feast. And I'll tell you why. Now, one thing we have come to the consciousness of is that Elofa is one of the aspects of Obatala. Obatala takes pigeon, snail, right? Same with Abalufa, which is, Abalufa is another aspect of Obatala. As the brown bull. Then you have Elofa, Abalufa, Obatala. So it's a triune.
The Godhead.
Right? Now, Elofa is thought to be the highest aspect of Obatala. And when Elofa manifests as a very old man, trembling man, very, very old. And when he come to bless. But guess what? He wouldn't manifest on a very young person. He would manifest on a person past a certain age who living a certain life. These is not forces that come on you because they just like to dance. These are forces that will manifest on you only if you're living the life.
Yes.
Only if you're living the life, then you may get one of these manifestations.
So it's a pure deity, a pure.
Very, very pure. And if you look at Obatala, he is a very pure deity. The king of the white cloth, the master of the highest aspect of character, highest moral values. The people who, these are forces that deal so much with family and they bless families. They bless families. It is so beautiful nowadays to see a husband and a wife moving together, fulfilling the purpose of Orisha.
Yeah.
Because when Elofa, according, and I'll go back to the name, because as I said, if you go to and you ask a Nigerian what Elofa, he say, you mean Olofa? Or Elefa? What you're really trying to say? Now, Olofa is the king of Ifon, which is one of the titles of Obatala. So he has the title of Olofa. And of course, Obalufa is also a name of Obatala. But Elofa. Now, Efun is chalk, the chalk that is sacred to Obatala. Efun. And one of his titles also, Elefun. And we in Trinidad, broken Yoruba is prevalent.
It's just like how they were saying, the Obi Alafaya, but it's really Alafia. I mean, the Obi Alafaya. So when you see four mouths, you say, look, the Obi Alafaya. Yeah, the Obi Alafaya. But it's really Alafia, you know? And that's really interesting, you know. But here what, we want to open the phone lines, you know. So while Baba is continuing to talk, you know, the phone number to call for those international callers is 1-868-462-2521. That number is 1-868-462-2521. Or you can call Trinidad and Tobago, or you know the number, 462-2521. 462-2521. Call, the phone line is open right now. Call and ask Baba or a question about the old practices of Trinidad and Tobago in the Orisha faith, the old time, the old school practice of Orisha practice in Trinidad and Tobago. So Baba, as he continue, I want to just throw another question at you as well. The question is to the unbelievers, you know, the unbelievers, those who is not Orisha worshippers. How would you describe Orisha to them? How would you describe Orisha to an unbeliever? People who don't know not Orisha. How would you describe this to a Pentecostal, a Catholic, a Jehovah Witness, another person of other religious sect? You know? Well, I see somebody's actually calling right now. So I'm gonna take this call.
Remember, Orisha is a way of life.
Caller, you're live. Alafia, caller, you're live. Oh. Yeah, hold on, caller. We're just trying to rectify, raise the volume in the. Yes, caller. Yes, we are hearing you. Good evening, good evening. Kaleo. Yes. Leader Kenneth, how are you doing?
I met the Baba. He came to my Thanksgiving in November last year.
Yes, that's true.
I don't know if he remembers.
Yes, I remember. Greetings, dear Kenneth. Great to hearing from you, man.
Well, I'm sitting here listening to you all and having a wonderful time with what you are saying. I think yes, that this is long overdue, very long overdue. I'm hoping and praying that we have this. You hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you loud and clear.
I'm hoping that we have many more of these sessions, Baba.
Yes.
I'm hoping so too.
Because a lot of people guess what has happened in the past. A lot of people, they don't know what our ancestors went through and decided as to what went on, what the Orisha devotees went through in the early days. My grandfather, my great-grandfather was a priestly, a grandfather, the son of from the people. So I am my blood is almost 9% African. I have to say 9% Africa. So, and I have been told stories. And what you are saying is very, very important. I hope that there is a rebroadcast. Hello?
Yes, we're hearing you.
I hope there's a rebroadcast of this session. For those who missed it earlier, will be able to catch on. But I also wanted to find out about in those days, what did they use for the stools? What did they use to invoke the omnipresence of the Orishas in those days? I will hang up and let somebody else talk. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Pleasant afternoon,
Same to you, my brother.
Your questions were well received. And in the old days, Ogun was the pirogun, the bush. You would have the pirogun, you would have the stone that you got from the river. And the Orisha would actually send you. The Orisha would actually send you where to go and get a stone. The same with Eshu, the same with Ogun, Shakpana. You would go to the river or the sea, normally the river, and you would get a stone. And my spiritual mother had the ability, she would take up a stone, hold it in her palm, and tell you whose stone it is. And our queen, Mother K, she can do that also. She got that from her
So
grandmother.
to have people who still right now in the Orisha faith that has that ability to use that, have that power to hold that particular ota, that stone,
Yeah.
which is very significant in planting of a
Once it
stool.
has
The ashe, yes, the power.
the stone, these stones have ashe. And if Ogun send you for a stone and you get a stone, or Eshu sends you for a stone and you get the stone with the ashe, you can use that. You don't need anything else you need is what they will tell you that you have to get. If you have to plant Ogun stool, well, all right, you know you have to get your animal, etc., etc. But that you would have to get the iron, the stone, the tree, and you would have a full, even without the ebo, even without the ebo eje, blood sacrifice, you would still have an active stone. But of course, with the ebo eje, it would be far more significant.
Interesting. So I hope, Leader Kenneth, this answers your question, because there's some things in the faith that we can't really let the public. There are certain things called secrets that
Secrets.
you have to be under a particular elder. Tell us, as we're on that topic, tell us about these secrets. Why it was so important for some of the elders to be very chosen.
One of the major reasons for holding certain things secrets, like in planting certain stools, there are secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So for that stool to be planted, if you're planting a shoot, there's a secret in planting a shoe stool. You're planting open, there's a secret in
You
planting
alone know
open
that
stool.
secret.
The people who you're
Yeah, gathering.
stream you come
Yeah.
from
Mm-hmm.
would know these secrets
Mhm.
because of faithfulness. And the reason why these things were kept secret, please people, is that because if you take pearls and you cast it to it will get trampled on. In other words, it will be misused. And these are things that when misused can be very dangerous, both for you, the person who is misusing it, and for the people around you.
Hello, caller, you're live.
Pleasant good evening.
Yes, pleasant good evening, Mother Gloria.
Stop calling my name.
Oh God.
And all them lecture, all them giving.
Yes.
And all them backroad, all them taking.
Oh God.
Right?
You're on the live. You're on the live.
I hear the Baba talking. Baba, you well learned from Rose and you run all about and your knowledge not going unknown.
Of course, I must
But
pay
I want
homage to you.
know definitely, when you're giving people life things, some of the things you all is talking is some of the things the spirit, that is how we lost it. And I say the play, well, I mean, not like what I say. That is how we want knowledge. You understand me? But we don't want some of the secret.
Right. I hear you.
All right, Mama. We
hear
hear
you.
you. That's why I say. There are some things
That's why I
that we're
stopped
not
certain
going to
places.
talk on the air.
And you don't only have to, I talking, I have the floor now.
All right.
Yes,
All
sir.
of us. You do not only
Mother
have
Rose was
to
her mother.
soul
Yeah, I know.
and shop
I'm a
and
spiritual
soul.
mom.
It's who gives you the work. You put a pay organ for them. You may not plant it in your house, you may plant it by the forest, you may plant it by the beach. And you normally offer for them first. You may not offer the weak, but you go do a private sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So go organ, and when you plant it organ, so no shop and so. If you now start to have a number and joints and bamboo,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, correct.
the longer you go is the deeper heights.
Of
And
course.
then you have a level when you reach and take your stop.
Ay. Glory.
I go up.
Oh gosh.
I said a question there I want to know.
Mama, what is the question?
Let me correct. Let me go. When you do it at the first one, yes, you're bringing the head and you're dancing from the road.
Yes.
And when you reach in front of the yard, even the very animal when you're doing a friend, every year there's a routine to do with your animal.
Yes.
So if anybody teeth it or they bumps it or they this or that. So when you're going from roads, remember everybody may not follow you on road, but roads last after the 13. Can't wait to come Trinidad. So I like to talk in front of people's face.
Ay.
Aye.
I can't wait to come to Trinidad because I like to talk in front of people's face.
Of course.
That very spiritual son that is there, I bring him with him. I bring him within this family. I had a dream and the next day he show up. He sees Martin there and gone. I tell Martin the dream and Martin tell me. I said, me and one of them. You understand me? Because you see people that underestimate a child. Don't preach a word and don't exercise. What is hidden
From the wise and
will
prudent.
reveal to the
And succulent.
and I know from the job, I know your grandmother, your great grandmother, and every. Sometimes you do something that costs them, but I'm not there to correct it. And what I hear, I don't like to say. I like to see at the hole in their eye.
But of course.
You understand me? Because he have plenty people. And I could call name board for plenty people. They didn't believe in him. Now the same set of people behind him, like, but everybody does want to tell it. Everybody does want to tell it. You understand me? But you see the point about it when you're spiritual Baptist or Mauritius or whatever you have, because there are people who are not spiritual Baptist, and that's cool. And would you like to stop this practicing? Yes. They stopped doing this practice. When Glenn was not there, but he was there, not exactly what the man said. When one of the Baba Fair come to Trinidad and from Joy Pool, which I'm trying to get in contact. If ever all you get in contact, she's in Grenada. I would like you all to use all your knowledge to get in contact with me. She did, if you go back in here, she did the history from each Orisha place going to the shrine, showing you about and the stone and them by the river, but most and the stone used to fall plenty more than, I will say, 10
No.
times more than now.
True.
That those are the stone. Out of every Orisha, all stool, they used to put a ton that stone. Even the stone wallet, even Shango to eat, it's that ton that
That
stone. So
stone, yeah.
sometimes when you pick up a stone by the beach, it's certain things you could do to know if it is a thunder.
Thunderstone, yes. Correct. But there's a
People could
secret.
read with a chord grain. People could read with four chord grain. People could read with clove in a glass of water. People could read blue and candle. There are many ways people get the gift.
Yeah, divination.
You understand? But when you advance it,
Hey. Hello?
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 you understand me? So it looks like you're still on the page, but you're nowhere near. Because every king after a time does have to step down. You will be using the glow from your spiritual children them around you who live in the life which you is no longer living.
Yes, true.
You understand me? So you're using their magnet.
So my great mother queen, you know, as you're on the live right now, tell the viewers who's actually listening on why long time people used to put up flag in the old time Orisha faith. Why was it so important to put up these banners?
Well, listen to me. If you are by thy name, I will know thee. Right?
Yes.
And if you're doing an invocation, which a lot of you all don't do invocation to the negative, which I don't mention, you know what I'm talking about. Right? If you know me good, right? Because many people are living on Moses and this one that. I's a prophet. I's a prophet. I know what I've been through. If you have to invocate me when I did or plant me as a stool, you will look to the things that is represent me.
Okay.
True.
What I eat, right? You will get some of that. You'll get a glass of water, which is rum. You understand me? Which clear anything. A little piece of camphor. So you place me. No, blood. First to begin, nobody can put a spirit underneath. First to begin. You just consecrate a spot. That when you call, this is your spot.
That's a portal.
First to begin, you cannot put spirit underneath. Even your very body that is spirit, that you say, oh, this spirit don't enter your body because it's unclean. If any spirit shall enter your body, it will burn up. If you go and you're doing a certain invocation for certain forces, right? And when you lay down there, and if this force really come, when the force leave grass, never go me.
Yes. And for the audience, for the viewers, you're talking the truth. For the viewers who is on live right now, you know, even though this woman doesn't want to be known too much, this is one of the greatest medium for Papa Shakpana. The greatest.
Alive.
That's the greatest horseman for Papa Shakpana. Yes.
All them spirit and all them forces and everything, we have dominion.
Yes.
And we have to know how we're using it, when to use it, do not advantage it. You understand me? And don't come and according to my brother. I never used to be around him a lot, but he had a saying he used to say, don't pee before the water comes.
Come, yes. Isaac.
You understand me?
Yes.
Take your time. This road, you know what machine we have? Too much a different thing. And you know what is Baptist excuse or excuse, everybody excuse, beside the Catholic depending because of the two of them? But it's the same sex spirit, but the different diversity again. How come when Mommy had it, Mother Rose, it was one way. When the Panisa had it, it was one way. When Milan was dancing Shango, all it was one way. You see, if we wait on the spirit You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
If we wait, if there is a Osha child, you have certain life. Each one of these divinity, you have a certain life to live. And not only the symbol of the flag, you know. Nowadays when you see flag in people yard, you know what I just say? And I mean saying it, and you hear me say it alone. Baba Abalong,
Yes.
Baba you know me, I don't know
Oh
what it is.
God, your son.
I used to say the different people, the amount of flag they put, they don't know who they're planting. I just give them
Yes.
out liberty. There's so much
Yes,
flag
yes,
the
yes,
plant that they don't
Flag party, the flag party.
You understand me? And they put them flag all up in the air. There's some spirit. Okay, even in Osiris too. What is one of the main thing in Osiris school? They might question to you, but anybody can jump
Me?
in now.
And my
What is
question,
one of the main
you,
thing in Osiris?
the spoon, the two spoon,
And how it had to be facing.
is that to be facing backward to each other, parallel.
Well, I guess you learned damn good from your mother.
Ah!
Like a pregnant woman,
Yes.
you have a child inside of you. The child, while you walking forward, the child will be watching backward.
Yes.
That's why when a child born, once the child come on the face backward, you know you're nothing, nobody can do that child.
Yes,
The
true,
child will
true.
be watching backward while you walking forward.
And there's a certain thing is use them spoon to do if a child die away in your yard. I wouldn't say much more. We can't say the secret.
Yeah, that's,
I'm sorry, and because nowadays when a child fall in a alley, you say because she will fall under this song is this song. No, 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 no.
No.
You have to die before we and find out.
Yes.
yes, that's right.
True.
That's right. That's right.
True.
Correct.
Only hearing that, you know.
So I want
We lost here. We lost here.
you to answer that question. Take this number. Take this question.
Yes.
I want to know. Hello?
Yes, we hear.
The different when the baby laugh, how it does it. When it answer, how it does it. Yes or no. When it laugh, when it teasing you, and I want for you to know, baby seed must be dyed on a red or with it a red piece of cloth, which you call it a donut.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
don't
did
have
it.
pink on nothing. I know a little talk about Christ, but if Christ ever put in an appearance through the sky, where the piece of cloth is going to tell you you're welcome to come.
Victory, victory, red, red.
I know mommy did ask Glenn that question, and I know all Glenn could give nobody defend himself. I only sorry his picture, but I'm not alive to proud of you. Because he used to give a mother a very hard child. And I have two children, one born the same day with he, and another one, the last one of you born in 19. Anything you tell him, he don't believe in. He go, he sent for book in Africa, go there like mine, and he come in here, a lady bring him there, and he baptized there. And when he done, he say, Mother Rose, you know, he talk to mommy, say, what you talking about, Glenn? So mommy don't forget. He had to wait for the book to come, investigate, and then come back to challenge mama.
Yeah.
Spiritual mother.
And she was the best. And she was the best.
Because you read Glenn. Glenn, you read.
But she was the best.
Glenn, you read.
It's not just a read. Of course I read. But the point is that
You
when I
educate
reading,
yourself.
I know when to throw off stupidness and when to absorb and accept
But
because
they
of
used to
her.
make an argument for everybody in there.
Yeah.
But he should have been further than he is.
Huh.
Way further.
Now you run away.
And he don't see Glenn say. Glenn say Elfa can't shake nobody at a young age. Glenn, I have to remind you to repeat that word. What did they say? Elfa can't what?
You just have to be living a certain life.
Glenn, when you baptized him, what did Elfa shake you?
Well, I didn't want to talk about that. I was a young fella.
Well, why you saying that?
Well, at that time he was pure in heart. He was pure in heart at that time. So he's telling people you had to be pure in heart and in spirit.
When he
She remembering things,
baptized
boy.
him morning, Elfa put in his appearance. Mommy said, look, I get that Elfa horse. He let down his spiritual mother. Anyhow, it was nice speaking to you all. It was very nice. I'm still waiting on my answers about my OBC
Yes, we come in with that. We come in with that. We come in with the OBC translation of old time Shango Baptist people, as they call them.
No, there's no Shango.
No, I'm saying that's how they call them. That's how they call them long time.
Shango is
So
one deity. One deity.
One day.
And long ago, Baptist people never submitted over the Orisha. Orisha people never submitted Kabbalah, no Kabbalah, no
True.
Baptist.
mm.
You
That's true.
understand me? And if they want to find out about Kabbalah, yes, wherever they're doing, they call it, but it's what you call it. They have to go into a page from the Jerusalem, the Jews people.
Well, remember
That's the
too,
practice of the Jews.
remember too, when it has certain work to do. Remember when you call Shakpana, he used to give the work. He come in, manifest, take the work and give it to Mr. Bones. So we didn't use that to call
You
Bones.
have to understand. No. Don't say Shakman give the work to Mr. Bones. Because then Bozy is higher than Shakman. You want to do Bozy, you want with it. So don't say so. Bones, every origin spirit walk, a Kabbalah spirit walk with him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Bones walk with Shakman. Bones walk behind Shakman. That was just like a combination. Most of the time in Bozy or Shakman or anything, leaving somebody, you hear the teeth at the rock.
Because Bones coming in. That's correct. That's correct.
Right? When Osine leaving you, you will hear, you will feel, if it's a true Osine, you might feel a way that you like, you're on another plane going. Most of the time. When Shakman and when Shang will even rich, that is my patron, respect my patron. No mind all who want to buy over. Yes, I don't mind because I use it.
I hear you, daughter.
I fall in Ralph's yard, July, and I fall in my mother's yard, and then nearly break my foot in September, in October.
You know who's Ralph, right? Ralph Frank.
For the moon. Most people don't keep feasting at moon. Most people don't know much about the Orisha. They're just doing what they see or what they do. They like it. Yes.
Hey,
we agree and
Gloria.
like it, but they gotta change your life.
Gloria, you know this year, last year, I saw somebody dance, as you talk about Ralph, I saw someone dance Gurum last year. Serious.
Wait.
In
After
Maruga.
the
In Maruga. A young boy dance
Like
Gurum.
Ralph?
He remind me of Ralph. And he called for the picture. And he called for the picture. And when he blow the fire so, it burned.
Glenn, I don't want you talking. I want my spiritual son. What does groom take?
What does Gurum take?
Yes.
Gurum, according to my teachings, according to the teachings of my elders, my spiritual mother who I'm talking to right now,
Right.
his color is red. I have been to different places when I hear that.
That's me. They get a red from me.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that red. I didn't get that red from you. But I've heard some elders talk about his color is red. That's one. Two, I've heard that one of the most important thing he must call for, right? That is one of it is milk. Two, he calls for that bucket, in a Melbourne long time you don't see these type of buckets. No, you see in plastic bucket. No, but galvanized buckets,
Yes.
you know. And you will call for certain. You will go and you will get his bush, whatever he might want to be using, and he will make a particular portion which he will drink and prepare the whole the horseman to partake of that pitch oil thing what you go put in the mouth now to use now to blow fire to disperse any type of negativity
Yes.
in a space. That is what I was.
Plant around your other soul because groom is one of like it's not really an Orisha,
No.
but it's not really on the other side.
Yeah.
It's at this misjudgment. Anytime groom come in your place, it's come for war, and they don't plant groom till he give you. He use guinea bun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's
What
done.
does Saint Joseph need? Then I talk to you.
Well,
I
it-
talk about Abatala and Elafa and Ilafa. Elafa and Ilafa and Abatala. What does Saint Joseph take? Because plenty people don't have Saint Joseph take here.
But I'm not ashamed to say I don't have it.
If you give him have to go to the sea, where there's one sea, right? The land, and I try to take a manico.
You mean St. Joseph?
St. Joseph take a manico, which plenty people don't know. He always plant in front of your hall, in front of your
Yeah,
chapel.
in front
There
of
is
chapel.
three
Yeah.
stools in front of your chapel. One male, two female.
Mother,
Yes.
I want as yes on that topic right there. Because of my investigation of certain syncretism of our old school way, right? And when I did my listen, when I did my research with St. Joseph, I get to realize that the elders of old knew what they were doing because St. Joseph was what you call the prophet or the interpreter. So, in other words, he was known as Orunmila. Orunmila, who was the one who was the diviner to interpret and to reveal dreams and visions and different things. So they just syncretize it, you know? Yeah.
And you know, like
Yeah, mother?
something that's give him in
You only heard was a
Nigeria.
Catholic before she became a Baptist.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You understand me? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, of course.
My mother was a Catholic when she come up or she a person before she get baptized, and when she get baptized, she get feast. She didn't know nothing but this. Nothing. My mother knew about this when she third child with my father. That's when my mother get baptized. My mother didn't just come into this. When my mother go to Panis, that and pray. And Panis was a Catholic before he was a Mauritian. He said never mean nobody could have prayed like my mother, like himself. That's why he used to call she to pray.
And yes, she
until
catch
the
him.
I heard so.
yeah,
Yeah,
understand me?
man,
And
they
I
come
want
to
to go
see
back to this.
himself.
And when you have that bullhead there, what does you do with the bullhead? When you don't cook it and clean it and cook it and water?
That question is for who, Mama?
Anyone on it?
Alright, but Baba, how can you answer that question?
When you finish clean it and cook it, and you put it when you're done, after you done burn it and thing, they normally put it on the altar, and afterwards they take it and they split the head. Am I right?
Well, and listen, if you're wrong, I go when you're done talking, listen.
When you split the head, you take out the brain, and that brain is used to make either medicine or you could whatever.
You take the brain and pieces of the meat and you feed all your spiritual children. It's not open head and chop and iron and one of them everybody just put inside a bottle. You understand it? Nowadays when people kill the goat, they just walking on the blood. That shouldn't be in a yard. When you kill Shango sheep, that's a certain place to put that blood. The medicine that you're making and people coming to you. Certain things you're supposed to do during the year, not only when it's peace time.
Exactly.
You see, a question you ask now, those elders didn't know what to do because you know why? They didn't pick it up, they get it. They didn't pick it up. Picking up something and getting something is
Two different.
Like some of these people in Trinidad.
Say you get this and you get that. The whole team, the mother then couldn't even get to you. Who come with the touchlight? Who come with the tape? Who come with the ruler? Who come with the straight level in the waist? And the mother couldn't come, they will strip you right in that church.
Yes.
You see, when you get something, the spirit will give it to you, just come to your defense.
True.
But if you get it and you pick it up, too bad for you. You understand it? Hurry dogs eat raw meat.
So true.
Very well, when I was in Trinidad, people used to say, oh, she liked to show off. It's not that I like to show off. I've been to a lot of church, not too much. I don't know much people by name, but you know why I don't have to go nowhere rolling like a rolling stone to get a mouse. I learned from one of the greatest, and I'm not going to change it for nothing till I did. I'm going to be 50 how much years this year, and I'm changing it for nothing. Everybody's going like, oh, wait, come Trinidad. Everybody going to, when you're going on, I'm going on. Yeah, but when you're going on, remember, Gloria brains don't work like everybody brain. I'll put the light out there in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I don't make joke when coming to wrong my God. You understand me? My spiritual thing. I just be here
All right. I go make sure and get on to them to make sure and get up that road.
Every Saturday.
Every
She's
Saturday.
up there right now cleaning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Glenn and them was up there last Saturday.
Well,
Yes,
Mama,
nice.
Mama, as you're on this topic here, what is one of the which is one of the oldest Orisha yard in Trinidad? As you could remember.
Everybody
Yo-
going out to know.
eh?
Everybody going to know.
All right, but which one? Which yard?
I don't know.
Which yard was the oldest yard? Because I know some people say Kenny Cyrus was 100 and something years old. Some people say, so which
I don't know about Kenny Cyrus, Mother Joan family. I only hear. I don't know her family. I know her through, well, you may not know. Just as I know Roy through Moria when he fall into trouble with certain people. I know her through Moria because Moria used to go by Isaac. I never used to go by my brother.
all right.
And she wanted help, and my sister didn't know much about that part of the Essex. And she come and she asked me, Maria, I don't like to be bothered. I was pregnant and I helped. When I see they get wings, I left because it was my brother who used to do everything at Milan and whoever they used to do. You
Yeah.
understand? I just helped. I just say what I could say, do what I could do, and I left. I don't know these people because I'm not a person to my brothers and them, everybody know. I don't know, even by my sister, she's who died and she started was to keep feast. I don't know half of the people. I was more there in case somebody do shoppiness to tell them that's not how Rose wanted. You understand me? Because my sister didn't want it no other way more than how my mother wanted it. You understand me?
Yes, yes.
And probably if I was in Trinidad, I might have been messing up some of my nieces on it. And I say that big and bold life. You understand me? I need them to come back and stop. Look at the asset. Take a job. I cannot see them when you're drawing something on the wall or you're sewing something, you hang it up and you take a job. I can say, this is not what I wanted or this is how it turned out. If it's good, you go keep it. If it's not good, you will go back and start again. Too much hand in the pot to spoil the pot.
Yes. Well, Mama, because of the time that we actually here, we're supposed to cover up the interview. All right. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you, Mother. And I pray Olodumare, the Orishas and the ancestors continue to bless you with long life, good health, strength, and blessings evermore. And stay tuned for our next segment next week, Saturday. Call in next week, Saturday, Call in next week, Saturday.
I don't have nothing to say. I only call because I see Baba there and I want many times I want to call, but I don't know how to work the phone, but I want to deal with Mr. Glenn.
All right, Mother. Have a blessed evening.
Have a blessed day for all your long life, health, strength.
Ashe.
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay,
Thank
Glenn.
you. Bye-bye.
Looking forward.
Yes.
Looking forward for we to talk, girl. It was nice.
Yes, people. So that was
nice.
a elder of old, in the Orisha faith. A lot of people don't know this woman, in the Orisha faith in Trinidad and Tobago. I happen to be one who came from under her as well, under her wings, and I am happy to have done so because I have gained a lot of knowledge on the old practices of our tradition, the Orisha tradition here in Trinidad and Tobago. So we just have room to have one more caller. Baba Glenn is right there. Baba Okan is right there with me, who is able to also answer whatever questions he may pose at him. So at this time, call. The number is 1-868-462-2521. 1-868-462-2521. Or you can call me on Facebook and and get some information. And as I said, the topic is the Orisha practice of old in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So Baba Glenn, as we're waiting on another caller, let me give you back the question that I asked earlier on. How would you describe Orisha to the unbeliever? People who don't know nothing about Orisha at all. How would you describe Orisha to them?
Orisha is not a religion. Orisha is a way of life. And to embrace Orisha means that you have to, as we say, change your clothes. The things you used to do, you may find yourself having to check that now. Today, the way of life the way of Orisha has appeared so corrupt because people think that you can do evil. People think that you could actually do evil and get away with it. And that's a universal law. Balance must be found. You cannot do evil in any system and get away with it. You can't. So don't expect you could come in Orisha and do evil, do people wickedness, commit crimes, etc., and escape the consequences. In that case, it will be making the Odus a lie.
Because a lot of people feel like, you know, they come into the Orisha faith, and when they come into the Orisha faith, it's like, you know, Orisha thing is evil. They come in here to want to do somebody evil, somebody harm, and all kind of different things like that. And the Orisha is not about that.
I want a promotion in my job, so
yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so I think we have a caller. Oh, the person.
Because one of the biggest mistakes I've seen is people dealing with issue. The man we just call the policeman. Issue is one of the people, the forces that appears to people as if he don't mind. Sometimes he appears as a child, sometimes as an old man. And people think, well, okay, you know, like my partner, man. Right now, putting on the issue face. Issue smiles, laughs, but doesn't smile and doesn't laugh. He makes no joke. If you think you could do a piece of evil and he will do it for you, go brave. Set up evil, you go brave. But learn this. There are consequences to every action. And if you mess with Mr. Issue, you will know eventually what the consequences are.
Yes, you're right now, caller. You're live on the air. Yes, caller. You're live on the air.
One question I want to ask: why people don't like IFA?
IFA is a system, son. IFA is just a system. Sometimes the word IFA and Orunmila is used interchangeably. Orunmila is the Orisha of wisdom and knowledge. He is the oracle. Okay? He was sent by Olodumare upon the earth to help Obatala set things in order. Each of the Imale controls particular natural forces. Okay? And as such, in order to set things in order on the earth, requires our interaction with them. The reason why things are off balance right now is because people do not understand who God is.
And to the caller, people really will do not like anything that they don't understand at all. They will demonize anything they don't have the knowledge about. You know, long time Baptists used to have a saying, people perish because of lack of knowledge. So now that the people don't like IFA, people do not understand what IFA is. So when they don't understand what something is, they just, I don't like it. It's like somebody saying, I don't like she. Why I don't like she? I don't know why, but I just don't like she because you don't know the person, so you'll interpret them wrongly.
I want to introduce something too I want to touch on.
Yesterday I went on Fiesta and we friends was talking and thing, and they say how if I don't believe in Jesus and all kind of thing, and they say which is wrong, and I say well, and I ask what does it mean that if I all kind of thing, and they say no, the spirit and them is dance, you know, all kind of thing.
I think that's a personal thing. For me to answer that question, young man, what I will tell you is this. Every religion or every tradition have their system.
That's right.
In Hinduism, their belief system is not based on Jesus. Neither the Muslim, neither the Jewish. And we could go on and on. Everybody have a different type of system. And it's handed down from generation. Yeah.
We have been influenced by Christianity because when the explorers, when Columbus came, he saw 3 hills and he called La Trinidad, meaning the Trinity. So that from early Trinidad and Tobago has been always essentially influenced by Christianity. What happened is that they would not have allowed the slaves. Remember, a slave position is not one of influence. So it takes a while because look at what happened in Cuba. In Cuba, the slaves went, they were on the plantation, etc. But when massa child get in trouble, massa wife get in trouble, she ain't going to massa, she going to the slave. Mama so-and-so help him out. And when she see what mama so-and-so could do, and she started carrying her children, next thing we find happen in Cuba is that they start to get white babalawos.
All right, so caller, thanks for calling in, eh? So
what we have in Trinidad, as IFA is really something that people trying to bring in. That whole concept of IFA Orisha is really, it's something like Shango Baptist. There's no such thing really. It's all about Orisha.
Orisha is part of Ifa, Ifa is part of Orisha. Same thing.
It's all about Orisha.
Orisha is
right?
the spirit.
Ifa is a system.
Yeah.
So you don't want to say Ifa Orisha. Ifa is a system, a Orisha system, a system founded by Olodumare, placing or giving the ashe to Orunmila to know what is happening.
Who's also an Orisha.
Of course.
So you understand anything there now?
So
Ifa?
it doesn't say. So because the same Orunmila, many times in the corpus is called Ifa. They call him by the name of his system he developed. Okay? And when we say he developed, he alone didn't develop the system. Olodumare and Eshu plays a key role in that system. But it's all about Orisha. There's no reason to talk about Ifa. We use it in Trinidad to separate people. Okay, these people came in through Ifa. They did Isefa and Etefa. So we separate them from people like me who come from the traditional stream, who could tell you about Ogun characteristics, Shango characteristics, what Shango like. Whereas you have a new set of people now who have to go to the Babalawo, who will tell them, well, look, Orunmila do manifest. His manifestation is in the Iki and the.
So what you're saying, Baba Glenn? This is a very interesting question here now. No, long time, because I grew up with people like Mother Lenny or Mother Connox, as they will grow up, as they will say, long time, right? And these people, I used to call them the walking oracle.
They will.
Because they will watch you, and it's still people like that in today's world. Some people will come to me, and sometimes I don't even have to use Opele or use Ikenifa to consult and see the problems, and it happens. So because I could remember a long time when an elder tell you, hey, trouble coming to you. Don't go down that road, you know. Something going to happen to you.
As you walk through the door, elder watch you and say, hey, that's something planted in your yard.
Yes. So they were walking oracles. So when we look at the divine essence of the Creator, it is within each one of us. There's where Ori comes in. Yeah. Ori, the divine extension of Olodumare. So on that topic here where you're talking about, you know, some people had to go to the Babalawos long because of the slavery. We didn't have Opele. They didn't have Opele.
Well,
but they had an IFA system. The IFA system were when they will go into manifestation. And the spirit, not even catching a power, as they will call it, but that person will stand up and watch it. They have people born with that.
But the brother who was here earlier on, Oba Olusho, his wife is one like that. He walking. That is Mother
Key.
Mother Key. Okay? She would be sitting right there, and you walk, and she watch you, and started telling you business. You don't have to, you don't have to Dano Obi, you don't have to Chono Okwele, you don't have to Chono Ikin, and she's a person to do that.
And look at life, eh? With certain Babalawos like myself and yourself, if we, because I born with that gift, so if somebody come to me, I will use a Pele to confirm. Sometimes, you know, I see this. Let me get this sacrifice, whatever is necessary. So I work, so I put it. So you know something, you add with the powers. You add it. I didn't take it all.
Yeah, man. And what with these elders know, they will tell you, well, listen, you need to take a bath. You need to go by so and so. You need to bathe in the coast. You need to bathe by a river. You need to bathe in the mouth of a river. Whatever. And what kind of bath? You have to get little things, 65 different, 7 different bush, wherever. And they will tell you what you have to do and what to do here to move. And they'll move the evil or whatever it is. And if let's say it's a feast, I have seen people come into feast. I had a son. He's now deceased. And I remember once, like, well, people say that there's a shot that's sent for me or whoever.
When you talk about shot, you know this kind of thing you're bringing up here.
And all his skin was covered with sores. All his skin. But then he was a Shakpana child to him. But he rejected it. And I feel that's why he died. Because when I remember carrying him as a child, they grew up in feast with the aunt who was called. That was the aunt, by the way. Yes, that's the aunt, Gloria.
Yeah.
And Shakpana manifest because that whole yard was Shakpana.
Yeah.
And attend him, and in no time at all he was good. No time at all. The worst story I ever came across was a guy was covered head to toe in sores. And somebody brought him to the feast. And well, that's a Shakpana yard. Rabin Sabu. Drum cracking. Bam, Shakpana manifest. Take off the light. And then they started, tell him and then they tell when they say, well, anytime you do that, you know the children are come out the pally. Anytime you hear that song, you know the children must single file out the pally. And they take off the lights and they start to work on that man. By the time Shakpana finished work with him, the next morning when he even day, you don't know where them sores gone. The man's skin like us, smooth like a baby butter. But Shakpana told him, he said, listen, these is the taboos. This is what you have to keep away from. Right? No meat, something else, whatever.
You think it have them kind of miracles happening still in today's
guy,
feast now?
What are you going to tell you? Ain't going to happen in nowadays feast. Here what happened? By now they have something called the delogun, the return. They call it the return time. So the
after
delogun.
16 years.
Right. So in the delogun, which the main feast start on the Tuesday night, the delogun would start on the Wednesday night, or some people Thursday night. Sometimes 2 days, some people it's 3 days. But Mother Rosa's 3 days. So when the guy comes back, he covered with sores again.
Oh God.
So Wednesday night they call for Shakpana. Shakpana decide, not me, you too hard. Wednesday night they sing for Shakpana. Thursday night they sing for Shakpana. Waste our time. Shakpana ain't coming no way. Friday night they started sing for Shakpana. He wasn't coming. Because the fella come back. He broke the taboo. They sing for Shakpana. They say he ain't coming. But Mother Rose and these elders and them have keys. Them have secrets.
How to call.
So when water more than flower, she gone by the stool, Shakpana's stool. And that little oil that you see there's used, that little oil. I see Ifa people now discarding olive oil.
No, I still have it here. So
But yeah, I'm tell you something. But you can't give over tallow,
No. Palm oil.
palm oil. But they don't know you could give them olive oil.
Olive oil, you could give him.
So, and oil have a very powerful significance, especially for Shakpana. So they do all that, they do thing by the stool, bam, 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 and they do so, somebody gets shake. And they start over. They're singing for Shakpana because this fella thing, Shakpana come rotten. He come here. See what you call him, my friend. Rotten. He say him hello with this fella. I talk to him. Then he go, what all you harassing me for? He come. Fella, and then instruct him. Roll on the ground. So he make for ballet. Do ballet. Secret, right? He do so. Make it for a ballet. And he do so. Shakpana do so and started boiling up. Alright, he decided to work for him. Down there, and he tell him. He say, anytime you break my rules, nobody could call me to come back here to support you. He said, this is your last chance. You understand? And he woke him and he fixed him. Well, I never hear what happened after, so I assume the fella did the right thing.
Yes. So,
Because
Baba.
trust me, they couldn't call back Shakpana.
No. So, Baba, it was really indeed a pleasure having you here at AFA Radio and my set,
was my pleasure to be here.
Embracing Culture. You know, what is your last words that you have to tell our viewers out there? You know, greetings or anybody you want to shout out. You know, send greetings to any shrine.
Well,
any
I must send greetings, of course, to Iyake. Right, obviously.
Yake.
Boss,
Orikoku.
Oriko. And of course, to my brothers and sisters, Mother Superior, Mother Prover, they know.
They know themselves.
They know who they are.
All the loved ones and families.
All of them.
Yes.
They are very wonderful people. And of course, to my brother here, Brother Julian, his wife, I said, your husband is here. So, but what I would say is that Orisha people are dying. And it reminds me of the book of Hosea in the Bible that a lot of you condemn. Okay, that says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And the reason why a lot of Orisha people dying today is for that reason. They do not understand the forces that they're dealing with, and you're trying to learn something. You don't have it all. Always remember, half a truth could still be a lie. You do not have it all. Take your time. Stop condemning people. I condemn no one, because I come right through. I can quote Odus of Ifa fluently. I can pray the Yoruba prayers. As a matter of fact, this evening we have a Yoruba class down in our shrine.
Tell these people, you know, who might be interested, who living down in South and might be interested, they have a number that they can contact
Of
you.
course, in Berry
You know?
Chase.
Okay.
It's in Berry Chase, St. Anne's Healing Tabernacle.
Okay, what's your number?
On Saturday evenings at 6 o'clock, we normally have a Yoruba class where we look at not only the language and customs, but we also look at, like the last class, we looked at the Obi, the significance of the Obi, the different configurations. We do different things. Sometimes we look at songs. We look at the Ogun songs. We have been doing that, the issue songs. Okay, so that the people who are there would grasp, and it becomes real. So when I tell you, sing Asho Eje Ogunro, right, then you know exactly what you're saying. Because I can relate it back to the story, and it's found in one of Ogun's prayers when they say ojo ti ogun ti ori oke bo. Ewi na Lumubora Asho Ejelowo, and of course some books have it the reverse, because the word for Ewu and Asho is essentially the same word. Ewu means garment, Asho means garment. So sometimes they flip it around. Okay, so it said on the day that Ogun came off of Orioke, he was clothed in fire. So some books would say Ashoina, some would say Ewuina.
So Baba Glenn, before you go, chant a little song for we, and then we close off the thing with a nice vibes.
So that when Ogun came, he was clothed in fire and wore a garment of blood. And Asho Eje Ogun is what they're saying. They're saying a garment of blood he wearing. You're saying that Ogun wearing a garment of blood. So it ties right into the corpus. It ties right into the corpus, where Ogun is coming off of Orioke, he's clothed in fire and wore a garment of blood. Asho Eje Ogun ro gunaro shoko vale.
Asho Eje Ogun ro.
Ogun ro shoko ro.
Asho Eje Ogun ro.
Gunaro shoko vale.
Asho Eje Ogun ro.
Ogun ro shoko ro.
Asho Eje Ogun ro. Asho Eje Ogun ro. Asho Eje Ogun ro. Asho Eje Ogun ro. So at this time, we come to an end of our segment, Embracing Culture. Every Saturday, join me here at 11 o'clock till 4 p.m. But we went over the time because we started late due to some technical difficulties.
But it was our first.
And I'm sure you all are very happy with us that we have taken this important approach in educating our people on tradition.
And while we talking, shout out, let me pay homage to your spiritual mother.
Yes.
Who at time past was my sister-in-law, by the way. As my sister, my trans aunt.
Yeah.
Gloria.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So she grew up in it. She grew up in it, and she could definitely. Yes. She has the authority.
She has the authority. She can vouch for that, Yes.
These the people who are interested in Orisha could learn a lot from people like them.
Yes. And the most important thing in learning, you must be humble. So there's a lot of young people. If you want to learn the mysteries of the Orisha, you just be humble to your elders, and all the rest of just know. So we're going to give you some sweet Orisha music as we sign out over and out here at AFA Radio, bringing Africa to your homes. I'm your host, Baba Ariella Fakayode, aka Banjala, together with Mr. Baba Okan, who is here right now and embracing culture in today's event.
It has been a pleasurable experience.
Orisha practice of all here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. There we go. See you all next Saturday.